Today, we are discussing one more important topic, a part that is called as transistor, right? So transistor, again, like diode, it is also a semiconductor device, right? Okay. It comes under active component. We have already studied about passive components, but active component. When the transistor came, when the scientists developed this transistor, it was a revolution in the industry, that is electrical electronic industry and the circuits. It was a very big revolution. Like it is made up of a semiconductor material. What is a semiconductor material? Basically, we talk more about silicon only. So it is a silicon transistor. We can call it as a silicon transistors. Right? Right. Now, what is the function? What is the work of the main work of the transistor? It alters the flow of electrical current. Right? That means we can control the flow of electrical current by controlling the base. So please remember, it's a three-terminal device. Three-terminal device. What are the terminal? One is called as emitter, another one is base, and another one is called collector. Right? So it is a material that is, instead of two material P and N, we are joining one more material in between. That is, it can be either N material or it can be either P material. So in other ways, you can just see in the figure here, the two diodes are connected like in series, right? Opposite direction. And the base has been taken from the center. The one end becomes emitter, another becomes collector, and the center is base. So by controlling the base, we can alter or we can control the flow of electrical current, that is voltage and other things or signals, we can control it. That is the main function of this part called transistor. Right? So there are two types of transistor. One is called as PNP transistor, one is called as NPN transistor. You can see on the right hand side here, PNP and NPN. How you will identify it? The PNP and NPN? Arrow away from base, that is arrow away from base, that is we call it as an emitter terminal. If it is away from base, we call it as NPN. Sorry, yes, NPN. And arrow towards the base, that is when the arrow is going towards the base terminal, it is PNP. Correct? So PNP, NPN, two N materials will be there, N-type material. In the center, it will be P-type material. We call it as a NPN. When the center is N-type material and two P-type material, we call it as a PNP transistor. Right? Okay. So maximum we use a BJT transistor in a circuit or for our practical purpose, or you will see maximum, the smallest transistor you will find it is a BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor. Okay. So how to test the transistor, how you will test the transistor, that we will immediately will see in the practical, this thing, types of transistor and this thing you will see. One more important point I would like to tell you. When we talk about the working principle and function of the transistor, please remember all the engineers and electronic engineers, they should know about the data sheet of that particular part. All the details will be given in the data sheet about the transistor. Working, current limitations, voltage, how much voltage we can apply, and what is the power of it. So all the details will be given in the data sheet. So please don't neglect to see the data sheet. Please view the data sheet. At least the important parameter in the data sheet, it is very, very important for you. Okay. Right. Okay. So we'll go to the next slide. The packages. You have different packages, different size and shape of the transistors, right? You have thousands of numbers of transistors with different numbers given on it, but the shapes will also be different. The very common type of transistor what we use in the industry and in the labs today is TO92, TO220 package, and somewhat some related package here. So TO92 package, you can see here, TO92 package is just given on the bottom side. It is TO92 package here, and TO220 package, it is somewhere here. TO22 package will have a heat sink. Heat sink means the collector is connected on the heat sink. That is, these type of transistor mostly or mainly used in the power section of power amplifier or power regulators. Likewise, when more current is there or when the transistor is getting heated up, we will use 220 package. Okay, right? So you have to understand this. So different packages you should understand. Now we'll go to the next slide. How to check the terminal, which one is emitter, base, and collector. And apart from this, you can see here one transistor I have given. This is SMD transistor. Please remember SMD. In the coming future, you will learn only SMD. Please remember SMD transistor. You have to understand first. How does it look? It will also have three terminals. All the transistors will have three terminals. Please remember carefully. Emitter, base, collector. The difference is only what sometimes the pin configuration may change. That is, the collector can be other side, the base can be on other side. Usually the emitter will be the same, right? Collector and base can be shifted. On the base, it can be collector. On the collector, it can be base sometimes. So practical, when you see it and you test it, then only you will understand all these slides that we will see in the practical purpose. You go to the next slide. Circuits here. Two circuits. One circuit you can see on the right hand side on the down below. There are two transistors BC547. 547 has been used, and there are two LEDs connected to the collector of the transistors. So what is happening is both the LEDs are blinking, but not together, one after another. And this circuit is, we will do it in this thing. But why I'm telling you this circuit, why I'm just explaining you this circuit, why? Because this is a switching circuit. Okay. So on the first side, this side of this thing, two transistor has been used to drive a relay. And the relay we can connect anything to the relay on the secondary side. But to drive this particular relay, we will do a switching. That means we are switching the relay with the help of a transistor. Okay. So you can just make it out how the transistor is used as a switch. Now we'll go to the next slide. Now you can see here in this particular slide, there are two circuits again here, but one is doorbell circuit and one is a small amplifier circuit. Here also we have used different type of transistors. Of course, the transistor in the doorbell circuits are to BC547. It has been connected in some another formation, that is emitter follower circuit. Whereas in other circuit, you can see it is common emitter circuit. Okay. So there, what I am trying to tell you is the transistor can be used here in this both the circuits. The transistor are used as an amplifier. In the previous circuit, what did we see? The transistor were used as a switching circuit. Here we can connect it as an amplifier circuit. All these circuits will do practically. I will show you how to arrange on the breadboard and how you will take the output. Okay, right. Now we will come to the next chapter, that is metal oxide semiconductor transistor. This is also from the same family, that is family of transistor. Here metal oxides. Okay? A special metal chemical has been used to make this transistor. These devices are used in RF amplifier circuits, power amplifier circuit, digital circuits. Especially, please remember, this is nothing but memory device. It is mainly used in memory device. If you want to construct a memory device in digital electronics, these things are very, very helpful. That means you have to study about metal oxide semiconductor, that is MOSFETs and FETs. Here, what you have to understand is when you see the symbol, there are three terminals here like transistor, but the names are different. Gate, drain, source. You can just make it out from this: gate, drain, source. Right. Okay. Now, where do we use this transistor? Wherever there is it is also called as a voltage transistor in inverter circuits. Okay, we can use in inverter circuits or power amplifier circuits. All right. You can see here MOSFETs. Here two circuits we have made, or I am showing it to you. Here, what is the difference? There are two type of MOSFETs, N channel and P channel. What is the difference in between both the circuits? One side, the drain has been given a positive, and another, the drain has been given a negative. That is, the negative of the battery is connected to the drain. In one circuit, the positive of the battery is connected to drain, right? We are switching. Here also, we are using the same MOSFET for N channel and P channel for switching. All right. Now we will go to the next, very important, that is insulated gate bipolar transistor. We call it as IGBT, right? But insulated gate. Here, what is insulated transistor? The gate terminal. The gate is insulated terminal. Okay. So that's why we call it as an insulated gate terminal. As you can see here down below, the symbol has been given. And what are the three things you have to keep it in mind here? Like in BJT transistor, emitter base collector. In MOSFET, it is gate drain source. Here, what will be there? Gate is there, but you have still emitter and collector. Okay, emitter and collector. Where it is used, where this thing insulated gate bipolar transistor you, wherever we have a circuit with high voltage, high current application, we will use gate transistors. IGBTs transistor, right? Like induction stoves. Suppose you want to drive a motor. What motor? Like electric cars are there. Heavy duty motors are there. We require more power to control it. So the driver for that particular motor will be made with this particular transistor, that is IGBT, right? Because the motor requires more current and more power. So there we will use this type of transistor. Next, we'll do some practical related to the transistor